putting Africa in a tight prophetic spot that in the end of the age, Africa would need to bear witness concerning Jesus Christ, such witness that doesn't deny the weight of the cross.
We are the circumcision. We worship God in spirit, not in the flesh.
So there are two women that we see in scripture, and this is a deep prophetic metaphor. It happens to be that these two women are irreconcilable, therefore revealing the impossibility of having a system that can mix holy and profane at the same time. Are you still with me? All right, I would like you to draw a chart. We'll put Babylon here. We'll put the New Jerusalem here. And then we'll do some analysis. We'll try to interpret some things. And then we'll be able to use the lens of scripture to see the church on the continent of Africa. Because after the fall, there were only three families that God had to work with. The first family was the family of Shem, then Ham, then Japheth. If you go to the book of Matthew and you see the legalities behind the crucifixion of Jesus, you will find out that the sons of Shem, representative of the Sanhedrin, the Jewish ruling council, had condemned Jesus to death, not by a quotation from the Torah, but by a doctrine of necessity. Is it not better for one man to die than for a whole nation? They didn't draw that out of the Torah. It was just a doctrine of necessity that they had to lay hold on. That means the justice that led to the condemnation of Jesus Christ in the Sanhedrin was not a function of the counsel of God. It was a doctrine of necessity that came from man. Now, and that's now was done by the sons of Shem. Pilate happens to be a son of Japheth, and when Jesus was brought to Pilate for him to sentence Jesus according to Roman law, it happens to be that the grand norm of that society was Roman law, because Israel was not a self-governing nation. He puts aside the grand norm and he based his judgment on an ancient tradition. It was not on the constitution of the Roman Empire that justice emerged from. It came from a tradition. Are you still following me? So the sons of Shem sentenced him to death. The son of Japheth sentenced him to death. It happens to be that is only, in fact, are you there? If we continue on that trajectory, you will find out that the meaning of resurrection is that the court of heaven, God, who is the judge of all, had to now look into the case, because the Sanhedrin had sentenced him to death without any recourse to the Torah. Pilate has sentenced him to death without consulting the constitution. So the court of heaven had to sit and ruled on the matter. And the ruling of the court of heaven was resurrection. Are you with me? Now, I just wanted to take it on that tangent, but that's not where I'm going. Only one tribe was left, the sons of Ham, the Africans, or the African people. Because Simon the Cyrenian, who eventually helped Jesus to take the cross to Golgotha, because if Jesus was fulfilling the type of the scapegoat, he had to die outside of the walls of Jerusalem. If he had died inside of Jerusalem, our redemption would be forfeit. At the time that Jesus fell, the fourth time, the fifth time, it became clear that he did not have physical strength to take the cross outside of the city. That was a day when heaven prayed and waited for earth to answer. Because God was in a strait. Are you still with me? He couldn't use the son of Shem to accomplish what had to be accomplished, because the son of Shem has already exercised his right and he condemned Jesus. Couldn't use the son of Japheth, condemn Jesus. And I'm wondering what Simon the Cyrenian was doing in that vicinity. Because Cyrene, that's ancient day Libya. What is a Libyan doing? Okay, it's very difficult to put all of that together. But that was the man that God manipulated into the entire equation that took the cross of Jesus Christ outside of the walls of Jerusalem in order to satisfy the claims of divine justice. Putting Africa in a tight prophetic spot, that in the end of the age, Africa would need to bear witness concerning Jesus Christ, such witness that doesn't deny the weight of the cross. So in view of the above, that's the reason why we need to hold meetings like this. It's not every time redemption comes when you shout. Sometimes we need to contemplate deeply and take decisions that will shape our lives forever.